This is part 2 of the Ghosty videos, so if you haven't seen the first part, maybe consider watching that one first. Or just at all.
It's by Paranormal World. It's probably some attempt at a viral video. It looks like you had already gone through some of this stuff. CCTV of restaurant. See, that might be something a little more. I mean, unless these guys just look for...
Yeah, I think they just ripped videos from other people, because there's another one from like Russia or something, and those were obviously two like Indians in America. So like...
So, okay, yeah. I'm guessing a table gets jostled, or a person gets, like, fucked.
A person gets fucked.
Hey, this could be a, this could be a, what's it called? Like a spook. What's it called? Wait, wow, just gonna show this if it happens right under our noses in public places. Excellent capture. See, that sounds sketchy too. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where those memes where like something like pops out in the open, like there's like rah. I don't know. Okay.
The chair moves.
The chair.
Oh.
And then the menu.
Then the napkin?
Chair, menu, napkin. Plate.
What? Is no one noticing that a plate just like crashed onto the floor?
They all noticed, or like a lot of them did. They turned and looked, but they didn't really do anything about it. Yeah, like a few people look for sure. But what weirded me out in general, right? From the beginning, I could almost like I didn't know where it was gonna happen, right? But I thought it was strange that oh wait, you can see the napkin kind of shaking there on its own before the chair moves.
Oh yeah.
So it moves.
The whole thing slides. Like, do you see that? It's like...
Yeah, it doesn't, it's not even like
like as one solid mass, it just slides slightly. Does this look weird to you at all? The napkin?
the napkin moving as one solid object. It does. It bothers me a little bit.
No, okay, so this is when it's actually coming off the table. So like the far right corner like pulls a little bit. And then the entire rest of the thing just instantly starts going with it. And it goes straight down. Like it doesn't go like if there was a string and it like went off the camera this way, why would it go straight down? And it's not even like straight down, it's like kind of at an angle where like it might be tighter on the chair. Like or something.
The one thing I'll tell you this, everything else can be disproven there, right? The chair, the napkin, and the plate. What I'm having trouble with is the menu. How would they have pulled that off unless the other table, the woman at the other table, like going where the direction it goes toward, has the string and somehow is pulling it? But like the menu, the way it moves, it's like, okay, when you have that menu looks like it's folded up, right? Like it's holding itself up because of the angle, right? It's sitting up on itself. If you were to push it from the back, it's unlikely that it would just move. Oh wait, does it go left or right? Because then that yeah, I don't know. I was thinking it went the other way, but then it's harder for me to stand by what I was saying, because like if it went the other way, then I would be like, okay, how the fuck did they do that? But everything is getting pulled or goes away from the actual frame.
Yeah, that's true. It goes all into under the camera, basically.
Also, the plate, the silverware flies off of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't go with it at all. Like it's getting pulled quickly in like on its own. Like if you were to do that, if you were to grab a plate even with one hand and then like try and fling it, you'd have to go so fast for the silverware to like fly off of it rather than with it.
Yeah. My problem is it goes so fast Like, okay, if you look at it, so the top left corner is what is like the leading edge, but then the rest of it goes in front of it eventually. So it can't be the pulling point, right? Unless the back right is where it's being pulled from.
It spins, but it doesn't look like it's actually. Well, I mean, it's hard to tell because it's flat, but it's laying on a cloth, right? Or like
Yeah.
that's what it is. The cloth goes with it the entire time. Literally, even till it goes out of frame, the entire plate. Oh wait, look at the silverware. What the hell? Hold on.
Yeah. So it's getting dragged from the bottom, and then the food and the silverware on top doesn't go with it. And yeah, the plate and the table mat are like glued together or something. They do not separate whatsoever, even though the heavy silverware and the food, which you'd think would be sticking onto the plate, doesn't move at all.
Yeah, but this it's weird. The silverware like almost like lands on the table. Like
Yeah, well, it it's going at such high speeds that it just doesn't want to move. Like it wants to stay in the same spot, and then it lands on the table.
because if okay, let's say the plate is definitely connected to the placemat, right? Because if you were to just pull the placemat, it would just come out underneath of it and probably move the plate. But like that speed, it would just come out from underneath of it,
Yeah.
unless it's something that has like super grip or like some texture that won't allow that.
She picks up
Okay.
the napkin. So she picks it up, wipes her face, then puts it down. Which, I mean, it's not like a big deal, I guess, if it has a string on it. Like, it doesn't matter. It's on the other side of her, so you can't see it anyways. Okay, so this one is like... It's kind of strange. I feel like this is an old video I've seen like a while ago on Reddit or something. I had seen it before, but it wasn't on Reddit or anything. Captain Disillusion disproved the whole video, so like the half hour of me and Flash talking about it, I'm just gonna cut it out. If you want to see why it's fake, just watch his video. Oh. What the fuck?
What was that?
I don't know.
It just bounced, or like it just like smacked itself.
Oh, dude, and like within one frame, it just like flies from where it was. Like it's right there, and now it's all the way over here. And then it just sits there for a second, and then it kind of moves. It literally jumps up, spinning. So
Okay.
it's right here on the counter, and then one frame later, it just teleports to right here, where it then starts spinning or something.
Well, it looks like it's like in the air, like kind of going into the air, spinning at this point.
Yeah, so now it's completely sideways in the air above the counter.
My question is how do you fake something like that? The glass and the cabinet, easy, right? Easy business. Also, why are you recording your kitchen?
I mean, maybe it happens a lot. If you just randomly have an open cabinet and a broken glass in the morning, you're like, what the fuck? Right?
Yeah, I could see wanting to record that. But I mean, you're banking on the fact you know that you can just comfortably go to sleep and do whatever you want, and you're just gonna wake up. You might have ghost footage. That's a lot of confidence that your house has something in it, and then you not actually doing anything about it. I don't know. I guess there's not really anything you can do.
Like, obviously, it's a dude in a hoodie just walking by.
That was it?
Well, I mean, it's a 4.5 minute video, but it's shit like this. Like, obviously, it's just a dude running by with a hoodie.
Yeah. That's what they're thinking the ghost is, or that's what they're trying to make it out to be?
Yeah. So, like, he's walking, then he just zooms in on this window just right when someone just so happens to walk one way and then immediately walk the other way. Did you see
You
that?
see that?
I mean, you zoomed in on
I
it
mean,
just off the bat.
Yeah, I feel like you zoomed in a lot.
Oh, the
Oh
red
my
circle, now I can
god.
see it. Okay.
Oh, oh. How did I miss that the first time?
Yeah, I don't know, man. No, fourth,
Oh, more
third
enhance.
time, enhance.
The
And they put the spooky music in too. Like the first time they showed it, no spooky music. Then they started
Five
doing it.
Nights at Freddy's ambient music. Is this a different video? Same guys, I guess? Yeah.
It's the same video, just a different instant of being in like whatever this abandoned place is.
Weird.
This place kind of looks really spooky though.
Oh yeah, that's Spook City.
Spook City, bro. Is that?
Scary videos?
Like it's surely just two red eyes on someone.
See that? The way it looks to me is like there's this stuff moving in the background a lot.
Yeah,
It looks more like digitally altered, like as opposed to it actually being a thing.
Hmm.
Like to me, okay, if I saw that, especially with the wispiness of it, like that's like some like that's like real demonic shit, or that's like completely digitally altered. Because you can see to the left too. There's like the dark wisp thing. Like that's actually like the Grim Reaper, right? Like IRL Grim Reaper,
Yeah.
or it's some CGI stuff. Because the way it looks, it's too soft. Like if you look at the texture at the walls or like anywhere else, like it's there's way more stuff to it. Like it almost looks like a skeleton from Kenshi.
Like a hiver.
A hiver, yeah, yeah. It looks like a hiver with red eyes.
Sure. I mean, it kind of looks like there's like he's wearing like a blood, like there's like a hood, because like this is slightly lighter than the rest of the body, so it's like it's a big hood. All the light is hitting the top of the hood, but yeah, the like wispiness that comes up behind him is kind of neat because
It looks cool. Like it looks cool as shit. Like that's like really well done for what it is. And if it's like actual Grim Reaper or whatever, then so be it. That's what he looks like. But I just like okay, who knows what happened? We've gone over this, right? You can't disprove it, but you can also kind of like argue against it. If it's real, then put it in terms of something like Call of Duty, right? Where like you have to be like super high level and like go through a lot of like challenges to unlock like that cool shit, right? So that's like a high level demon, right? So why does he give a fuck, or like why would he just be messing around with like two teenagers in like some abandoned monastery? Then again, who knows what went down in that monastery?
so that first one was like dog shit. That second one, like really good. I'm proud of that one. But like, why solely the really good one with the really shitty one where you're like purposely zooming into a window? Okay, so girl in white dress that just all of a sudden disappears, and then he runs away.
Yeah, well, you see like her right side, and she's walking across, right? But what stands out to me is like she would have had to been in that corner, or that like
Oh yeah.
her path
Yeah.
her path was just like coming from the inside of the building on the right, and then she just came toward the doorway and just immediately turned right and then just walked away slowly, and then like zipped off.
Yeah.
So like if you go back, like even back to the beginning of this clip, like this little part, like and then play it full speed, like it's just it's weird to like. So it's like, okay, you pan around, and then you like focus on that doorway without anything being there.
Yeah.
And then she's just there and from the corner. Well, maybe not the exact corner, but then she stands there and then blurs away.
Yeah.
To me, it looks digital. Like it feels, it doesn't feel organic. I mean, I guess none of these things are, but
Like whoever's filming this is ruining it in himself by just zooming in on where they're about to appear.
yeah, that's what gives it away. It's like it makes it feel like a horror movie, so it's like scary, but it's not authentic. Like it doesn't feel authentic. I've seen some shit where it's, anything paranormal, but when something fucked happens, like typically people, their first thought isn't like, oh, let me zoom in on this. It's like if they're recording, they're just like, oh shit, like oh wait, yeah, okay, now I remember. Yeah, let me try and be a good cameraman or whatever. But like the first thought, like especially with the Russian thing that threw me off was like the second that he saw that girl flying, he like immediately zoomed in, and I just feel like that's not your first reaction. Like you have to be like a trained camera person, you know?
Why does it get so dark all of a sudden? like the ISO is just like, nope, in between these two frames right here. And that's right when she disappears too. Maybe that's to make it so it looks like she's disappearing faster. So you have it light so you can see into the shadows, and then you have the darkness, the brightness or whatever go down, so she looks darker already.
That's the thing. Is like that's why I think that's digital, because it blurs her. It literally blurs her the entire body.
Yeah.
So to me, it doesn't even. I would say it's not a 3D model, right? But it could just be a sprite, and then they just paint it in over, and then like use Photoshop over the leaves. Like it is a little bit weird.
I kind of noticed this like when I was going frame by frame, but if you look at it, it's artificially stabilized when he pulls away. Like you see how the image
Yeah.
distorts a lot? It's because
Yeah.
the pixels aren't that orientation, and it's just trying to make it so that everything's vertical. So they know how to do like advanced editing stuff where they can stabilize
That's
the
just
image.
like, assuming it's real, the materialization, it doesn't follow the same lighting. Like it gets brighter. Like there's light where there shouldn't be light.
If you look at all these leaves and stuff, how they are, it almost looks like these are way too pixely, and like these leaves just keep coming in and out of existence, like right around here. So I mean, if they are like going frame by frame, like painting out the whole doorway and replacing it with black to put in some other image, maybe that's why there's like not as much fade on them.
I think what would truly be terrifying is if you watch one of these videos and then like something that's like actually good, or like you're like, oh shit, I can't answer that, and then you go back to try and like analyze it, and then there's nothing there. Like that would really get me. But that would require some like crazy like hacker ghost. And I don't know if they have hacker ghosts yet.
Okay, I'm about done with this video. I'm like,
Oh, I'm
pretty
definitely done
sure.
with this video just because it makes me upset that the fucking cameraman is just a freaking asshole. Like, come on, the first one's clearly a guy in a hoodie. Like, that's not even a question. Like,
Bonus round!
if I find the guy, I'm just gonna put it in a bag and then drop it on his door. Watching Peppa Pig.